beautiful souls. I will be sharing handmade items that I created go in this beautiful box. And the papers you see here, it is a digital. It's from Shabby Art Boutique. It's from the Handmade Club. This is the January 2022 kit. And you have to subscribe in order to receive her digital kits. This one is called Victorian Romance, and it is themed around vintage love letters, postcards, books, and writing implements. So those are all the things you will find in a Victorian ladies library or parlor. So I created clay pieces themed around this digital kit. The kit does have cherubs in it. Look how pretty that is. And it doesn't have these elements, but I used it to decorate the box. And this is a digital kit that I had created a couple of years ago, and I shrunk it or I downsized it to create this charm using polymer clay. And I also created these beads, and this is a wax seal charm that I had created, and I added beads to that. The kit also has hearts in it, so I added this heart, or it has a heart. I don't remember everything that's in the kit. So this beautiful Victorian lady, this is a mold that I created using these resin pieces that my friend Carmen from Carmen's Treasure she sent to me, so that I can make a few molds for her, myself, and a few other friends, or a couple of other friends. I'm grateful to her for that. Thank you, Carmen, I appreciate it. And this is a house, if you haven't guessed it. It's a Victorian house. I'm also going to do a tutorial on a separate video on how I put this together. So it closes here, and it closes here. And there's a gusset off the back over here. This is in her digital kit. This is a 1/4 inch gusset, and then there's 2 gussets in here. It is a trifold, and this is a little bit bigger. I think it's a 1/2 inch. I don't remember. Anyway, you'll see it in the tutorial, and here are the cherubs in the collection. Isn't that sweet? So pretty. So all the papers that are in here is from her collection. I didn't use any other papers. And this is a pocket here. And she also has included 2 slimline envelopes. Really pretty. And I won't be sharing everything that's going to go in the box, because in case she's watching, I don't want to spoil it for her. And you know, I created I wanted to do something nice for her, you know, to cheer her up. And there goes the back, because I didn't show the back. And it is plain. Now, what did I create to go in the box? Okay, so I created these dress forms for her. This is from a digital kit that I do own, that I do have. That was on my Etsy shop, which is no longer open due to government changes. So I will sell my digital kits in physical form only. I knew the stimulus checks was going to bite us in the ass, excuse my French, but yes. So now they're taking from the poor. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I did cut these, I fussy cut these out to give it dimension. So it has a tiny bit of a dimension, not too much, in case, you know, she wants to put it in a journal, because she does make journals. I also created this for her, and I'm putting it on this white sheet because my camera seems to not focus properly. And what did I use to make these? For the faux wax seals, I used this exclusive die set that Nicole Silhouette had created in collaboration with KS Craft. It was about 2 years ago, so if you ordered 5 or more dies, you will get the set for free. However, I'm missing 1 die, and that's what I get for not playing with my dies soon enough, because then I can't really, claim anything. I can't, let her know that I'm missing 1 die. And it's one that says I love you. And these all emboss, and they are holiday themed, but this is the one that I use, and I did say they do emboss, right? Yes. And I just use gold leafing, so you'll be able to see the hearts emboss, and I use some images to create that. And then you do layer these 2 pieces, one on top of the other. It's a little bit finicky, but totally worth it. Look how pretty they turned out. And I use gold foil paper for that. And then to create this, I used this die that I have, and then I cut a square to frame those that stamp. And then I used these stamps here to create those faux stamps in there. As you can see, it's not really a real stamp, but it looks a little bit more realistic. And I use this tiny bow punch to decorate it. And this is it right here. I got this off of Amazon thanks to Ida, who is an enabler, my friend from Created to Create here on YouTube. Thanks a lot, Ida. You do make me spend money. And I'm trying not to, because I already have enough, in my craft stashes. So I'm trying to use what I already have. So there it is. And then I did create another set of those stamps, because I ended up finding this set in my stash, and I did get this from Amazon, and these are connected. They do perforate, but they were so weak that they kept falling off, so I ended up just separating them like this, and they work perfectly. This set works perfectly with this die that I don't even remember where this little one came from, but it worked perfectly. Look how nice that turned out. You see the stamped images there from this set here and from that other one. So this is one that I did receive in a giveaway from my friend Sabrina, who is the S Factor Studio. And then I used this wavy line because on the other stamp it was a little bit too big. And then I created these 2 beauties. Look how pretty those are. I love those, using this die set. And this is like a paper clip, but I ended up cutting this off. When I went to die cut the paper, I didn't use the full paper to cover this. I just used it, a little bit here, and then I just cut off the rest so that I can create those envelopes. And I did use a real wax seal, because you know how back in the day they did put a wax seal so that the recipient knows where the letter was coming from, because it did have their personal logo on it. And here this does come out. Look how pretty that is. And I also use gold metallic paper for that too. And this is from a die that I don't even know where this one came from. Look how pretty that is. And it does cut out the middle, so it gives me the perfect oval to mount an image. Isn't that pretty? Oopsie, I got distracted because my phone started ringing a little bit. And then last but not least, I did create this for her. Letters, typewriter, This is a mold that my friend Elizabeth from Beauty Bum Bum had made for me. She made me this one and a telephone and something else I can't remember right now, but isn't that pretty? I love it. And here's a cherub from a mold, the hearts, because the paper has a heart, and here's a different cherub. And I didn't color these because, you know, in case she wants to coordinate whatever she created, she wants to color coordinate, she can go ahead and paint them herself so that it can match with the project she created. And I also made her this card. I made her that pretty card. I love that card, and it has a note inside. So I wanted to share the embellishments I made for her. I think it turned out pretty. So stay tuned for the tutorial on that box as well. Okay, so thank you for joining me. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's share, be fair, be filled with love, and love one another. Take good care, everybody.